I recently came over a story about a remarkable transformation. The value of XRP rose to an incredible $1,420, a significant advancement that may result from 30% of international banks implementing it. Although 30% might not seem like much at first, it represents a sizable portion of the banking sector. It's intriguing to learn that Ripple reportedly collaborates with over 1/3 of the world's banks. In this part, we have all the evidence you require. However, it is unclear if these banks are making the most of Ripple. It appears not to be. We are going to discuss this topic in further detail today. We'll also discuss some recent data that suggests Ripple may go public before the end of March. This action might cause the price of XRP to skyrocket as the end of March approaches, hitting an incredible $8.97 in less than a month. Hello, family of Moneyside. Welcome back to the one-stop shop for all things XRP. Prior to delving into today's post, let's quickly recap. Do me a favor, please. Press the like button, click the bell button, and subscribe to join our amazing group. We're preparing for a massive XRP giveaway as we approach 60,000 subscribers. The offer is very simple to enter. Simply follow these 3 simple steps. Thus, be sure to be attentive and prepared. Remember to include a Moneyside code in the comments to ensure that you enter the giveaway. In an intriguing turn of events, SBI holds roughly 4% of all deposits made through overseas bank accounts. Overall, this indicates that SBI may account for a significant 4% of the 30% worldwide banking market. And Ripple's technology may be used. Yes, but that's just the start. In order to provide its on-demand liquidity services, Ripple has also reached a significant arrangement with the Brazilian Central Bank. That is just one piece of the puzzle of the globe. As you may recall from my previous video, we discussed the BRICS nations, China, Brazil, South Africa, Russia, and India, and how they are all directly connected to Ripple for on-demand liquidity and central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. The GDP of the BRICS nations alone accounts for over 29% of global economic activity when compared to the GDP of the entire world. This brings up an intriguing choice. If all 5 of the BRICS nations choose to collaborate with Ripple, the consequences might be profound. This was covered in detail in a previous video in which I discussed the feasibility of adding CBDCs to the XRP ledger and the actions that are currently being performed. The significance of the XRP ledger in this case cannot be overstated. It plays a significant role in the way the economy is evolving. As a result, as we anticipate the next bull market, the potential for Ripple's technology only increases. Following a statement released by the Federal Reserve, the discussion about Ripple's expanding contribution to financial technology took a significant turn. They claimed that XRP and XLM might both play a significant role in constructing the blockchain foundation for their next FedNow payment system. The Federal Reserve noted that a crucial first step in ensuring a seamless transition from fiat to stable currency was collaborating with Metal Blockchain. This would assist in bridging the divide between the decentralized financial industry and traditional banking institutions. Currently, digital Bitcoin wallets or third-party programs like Venmo and PayPal are the main ways that Americans can make quick payments within the US. But the FedNow service will be altered. All of this, although the platform is still in its testing phase, more than 120 businesses have already registered to utilize it, including several payment processors and solution providers, as well as well-known institutions like US Bank and Exchange Bank. This event represents a significant turning point in the integration of established banks with the emerging field of decentralized finance, in addition to demonstrating the growing acceptance and usage of blockchain technology in conventional financial institutions. Ripple, a pioneer in distributed ledger technology and cross-border payment solutions, is expected to be a key player in the FedNow initiative, which is being spearheaded by the Federal Reserve. The FedNow ecosystem is also anticipated to include Stellar Lumen's XLM, which is well known for its blockchain-powered network that speeds up and lowers the cost of international payments. The plot takes an intriguing turn at this point. Not long ago, the fintech community took notice of a story. As 30% of banks worldwide begin to use XRP, its value surges to 1,227. It's a fantastic breakthrough that demonstrates the transformative power of blockchain and banking. According to the report, 30% of global banks currently use XRP for cross-border payments, which is what causing its value to soar to 1,227. This level of acceptance indicates that XRP is highly sought after, which has driven up its price to record highs. The tale becomes more intriguing when it is disclosed that XRP's market share is about 30%. With the market capitalization skyrocketing, XRP's ascent is not only a victory for Ripple, but also a potential source of income for buyers. This implies that its use in the global financial system will only increase. According to a startling development that occurred only 6 days ago, XRP transactions could reach above $1.22 quadrillion, making $10,000 its potential price. There is a significant shift today due to financial institutions are beginning to make greater use of the XRP system and its digital resources. Nobody can alter the news now that it has been released. The Ripple buyback plan is no longer merely a hunch. It's progressing more quickly than anyone anticipated. The business that invented XRP, Ripple Labs, is not only considering purchasing XRP, but is already doing so. A recent article that stated that Ripple has begun a significant buyback and is retiring nearly 1 billion XRP brought this point to light. This indicates that many people have faith in XRP's worth and potential in the financial industry. When it becomes clear that the Federal Reserve is actively interested in integrating XRP into international payment systems, rather than merely keeping an eye on it from the sidelines, the situation becomes more problematic. The value of XRP might soar to between $12,000 and $22,000 per coin if central banks use it more extensively. This has far-reaching consequences. This significant rise in value demonstrates how significantly XRP can alter the way international banking is conducted. It has also been verified that Google's observations align with this course, which backs the Federal Reserve's intentions to use XRP as a worldwide payment method due to its great flexibility. For XRP and Ripple, this series of events represents a significant advancement. It places them at the forefront of financial innovation and has the potential to transform international payment methods. As promised, we're going to inform you about some alarming papers that were released. There are increasing indications that XRP has been of interest to the Fed for some time. In accordance with the ISO 4217 standard, the Federal Reserve said a few weeks ago that it would accept XRP globally. It was anticipated that this large plan will be implemented by the end of 2023. However, unexpected delays occurred. Therefore, after regulators gave the go-ahead, XRP wasn't immediately used as a legally recognized currency. The US dollar, the euro, the British pound, and the Canadian dollar are just a few of the well-known currencies that governments and central banks have cited alongside XRP. However, when it is revealed that the Federal Reserve wishes to employ the digital asset known as XRP, the situation becomes more problematic. According to Google Reader Insights, Kikuchi, a government official, believes that a sidechain should be created using XRPL's public chain. According to expert Kegi, this strategy would allow the Federal Reserve to collaborate directly with innovative private sector ideas. People could collaborate and create significant technological advancements as a result. This is only the beginning. Jerome Powell, the chairman of the U.S. Federal Reserve, has stated unequivocally that significant investments are being made to establish new autonomous settlement systems in the U.S. This indicates that a period of transformation is imminent for digital assets and financial technologies. Remember that I am not a financial expert. Advisor. These films are just intended to be fun, not educational. I always advise my audience to conduct independent research and consult experts before making any financial decisions. I appreciate you listening. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the follow button and give it a thumbs up.